Alright. We're in for a video here. We got Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Save the Show. Season 1 ran. And this is from Lindoo. Now, if you don't know, Lindoo is a questionable creator in the YouTube anime space. She makes some good videos, but she has some questionable takes. She has some questionable ones. So this looks like one of those takes. Let's see what she's talking about.
Now, I'm not really sure if this is a hot take or not, but I feel like it needs to be said. In my humble opinion, season 1 of JJK was mid. I'll even say dirt to some degree. But before you dislike this or click off the video, hear me out. So almost a year later now, after watching JJK season 2, instead of going and reading the manga because I'm scared and I heard bad things, I decided I wanted to go back and rewatch from start to finish. So at the time I'm making this, just know I'm strictly talking about seasons 1 and 2, no manga. As I was rewatching season 1, I realized why it took me so long to get into JJK in the first place. Season 1 is just not good. And sure, it has some ups, but overall I really didn't like it, guys. Now this has been an all-going beef for me, but I was...
Yeah, you gotta do some explaining, because I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Finally able to figure out what exactly is my issue with the season. So hey, if you're still here, let's look at my top reasons together real quick. So 1, we got screen time on characters I have no connection to. 2, it's very hard to keep you engaged. And 3, I really don't care for Yuji's gold. Now, starting with my first issue...
I'm not gonna lie. Throw all 3 out the window. Throw all 3 of those out the window. I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. Throw them all out the window. Throw them all out the window. You're talking about sheer screen time in a season 1? Of course you're not gonna care about some of the characters on the screen. It's your first time fucking meeting them. It's your second time seeing them on the screen. Like, you're blowing me already. We admitted in the video.
I understand they were trying to share screen time, but it doesn't really work when I don't give a f about the characters fighting. Like, I don't care about these fights because I don't know these niggas. And it's not even like these specific characters are going to be putting in work later on. So knowing that, watching this time around, them getting this much screen time really pisses.
It's like, but like, when you're watching it the first... I unplugged my mic like a dumbass. Anyway, like I was about to say, Yuji the MC, how don't you care? Look, there's some people that just don't care about the MC. Like, it is what it is. Anyway, like I was gonna say, this is your first time watching this. This is your first time watching JJK season 1. You don't know that these characters are about to be useless. You bringing up something that only matters because you watched season 2. You rewatched it and now you know that they're useless in season 2. But when you rewatch it in season 1, you don't know that they're going to be useless in season 2. You don't even know that they're going to be in season 2. So you're just chatting right now. This is a chat.
Me off. So not gonna lie, all the monologues and the little flashbacks all just seem so...
You know what's crazy? I know some niggas that love that little flashback scene right there. I mean, that's just your opinion, because I know some niggas that love that flashback scene.
Meaningless. Like, what does she need a flashback for? Now, I know what y'all are probably thinking. Oh, fans are never happy, blase, blase.
Y'all aren't though. Like, that ass. Y'all aren't.
Now, I don't mean to compare JJK to other anime, but in this specific case, I have to. So we'll use Naruto only because it's the perfect example for this. So when Shippuden came around, many fans were upset at the lack of focus on the characters they built up in part 1 Naruto. And yes, I was one of those people. Shippuden was great, don't get me wrong, but it really became a Sasuke and Naruto party. But part 1, that obviously wasn't the case. They were way more generous with the screen time. So believe me when I say, I get the sharing screen time thing, but it doesn't work in a tremendously shorter anime like JJK. While at least...
Oh my god, you're killing me. Oh my god, you're killing me. Damn near Naruto is like the first part of Naruto spanned over how many years? I don't even know how many years the first part of Naruto spanned over. Bro, JJK's only on his second season. It's not even halfway through the runtime of first part Naruto. How can you even compare that? JJK is nowhere even close to over. That is a horrible comparison. It's like one of the worst comparisons I ever heard in my life.
At least not when your first season is only 24 episodes. It seems like they skipped the letting us get to know these characters part just so they could squeeze in their forced backstories and shit. Episodes 16 to like 19 is extremely hard to get through because of this. Luckily, this time around, I knew better was coming with season 2, but I remember the first time I watched, I had to fight super hard not to be on my phone.
Look, we were just talking about TikTok attention span. We were just talking about it, and I don't think, I think like this is all the evidence you need. Like an anime brings up new characters, right? And instead of giving you an expo dump, right? Because that's what anybody complains about nowadays. Oh, expo dump about the story, about characters. Expo dump. Like, stop expo dumping. JJK says fuck the expo dump. Get straight into the hands, and during the fight, you might learn just a little bit about the character. That's not even enough for you niggas. That's not enough for you niggas. It's never enough for y'all, bro. It's never enough. It's never enough, bro.
One Piece is another show that I feel does too much screen time for minor characters, but with them, I feel like they make up for it in other ways.
Now I just want to slap. Now I just want to slap the taste out. I gotta remove the mic away from me because I done slapped the USB cord out my mic twice already. So I gotta back the mic up away from me, bro, because it's getting dangerous.
Plus, the way Oda writes, you never know which details are gonna be significant like way later on. Jujutsu Kaisen.
What do you mean Jujutsu Kaisen on the other hand? We ain't even got later into Jujutsu Kaisen to know if that's the thing or not. We don't know if anything that he told us about these characters are gonna play a role in the future. Unless you know anything about the manga. Unless you know anything about the manga. But if you're anime only, you do not know if anything he explains about these characters are gonna be important later. You don't know that.
On the other hand, doesn't do that type of long-term story or
And you're losing me. You're losing me. What you mean it don't do the long-term story? We ain't even been long-term yet!
world building from what I've seen. So it doesn't really balance out in that way. And I'm fully aware that JJK isn't supposed to be a crazy deep story, but my thing is, at times, it kind of pretends that it actually wants to be, but then it quickly shows you that it's not. So not gonna lie, I really be getting thrown off with that too. Like, make up your mind. But yeah, this actually leads to my next issue, which was the very hard to keep you engaged.
That's that TikTok attention span. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's that TikTok attention span. That's that TikTok attention span. You know why? You know why you like season 2? I'm gonna break it down to you. Because it was nothing but action. There was 4 scenes of niggas talking in all of season 2. It's nothing but hands being thrown all of season 2. That's why you like it. Just say you got a TikTok attention span. It is okay, bro. You and 90% of everybody else. Like, dead ass, it's okay.
I honestly think season 1 has way too many moments where I don't give a fuck about what's going on. And it's not like I want Yuji to be on screen the whole time, but at least keep the people we got to know a little bit better around, like Gojo's fine ass. Episodes 1 to 13 were fine, some better than others. But episodes after 13? It's boring enough to make you drop the whole show entirely. Also, besides the parts that I deem boring because of certain characters getting too much screen time, there's also a little too many feel-good fillery type moments, which isn't the biggest issue for me, because trust, I am humble when it comes to filler. We come from watching entire filler arcs, so believe me when I say, this is definitely 100 times better than that. But I do feel like it may be what contributes to the season being a bit lackluster. And I know I'm not the most patient person, so maybe that was my issue too, but I can't be the only one who feels this way. But let's move on to my final issue.
Yeah.
So with Yuji's goal...
Look. You aren't the only one. We got a video with someone else saying the exact same thing. Dead ass. It's somewhere in the vault. Dead ass. But it's the same thing, bro. It's your attention span is just cooked. I don't know what to tell you. It's just you gotta cook the attention span. Like the first season of JJK definitely does enough to keep you engaged. There is no way you can argue that against me, man. There's that ass no way you can argue that against me. Half of season 1 is niggas fighting. What do you mean it can't keep you engaged when half the season is niggas fighting? Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want, bro. I dead ass don't know what you want.
Well, I won't say I hate it entirely, just that it doesn't exactly interest me. It's actually why the first time around I took a break after episode 2. So Yuji being okay with
You took a break after... Look, this is where you're cooking yourself. You took a break after episode 2. Nothing that you said plays a factor. Nothing that you said why season 1 was bad plays a factor in the first 2 episodes. Gojo's on the screen. The characters that you like are on the screen. What's the problem? There is no bad characters on the screen at this point. There is the first 2 episodes damn near all action, dead ass. So it's like, I think your attention span just cooked. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Getting used to get all Sukuna's fingers just to then be executed later was nuts to me. When Gojo said to be executed now or do all that and then be executed, I can't lie, he would have had to off me right there. Because why am I helping y'all just so I could get the same result?
Alright, see, this is where you anime niggas be losing me, bro. It's like, let me tell you something, right? I don't know if you come from sunshines and rainbow land, but every anime is not a happy anime. I don't know if you knew that when you first clicked on JJK, but you thought like that. You thought it was gonna be sunshines and rainbows. JJK's a part of the fucking dark trio. The bitch is dark. It opens up with a nigga saying that, hey, you're gonna die or you're gonna die. It literally, that's how it opens up, bro. It's part of the dark trio. I don't get what you niggas want. When anime fans get action, they hate it, but when they get no action, they still hate it. Classic anime fans. I'm not even gonna say classic anime fans. It's just a portion of anime fans, bro. A portion of anime
That's
fans.
a terrible...
And they're loud. Very loud.
Deal. But anyways, Yuji said he'll do it, especially after remembering what his grandpa said. So he decides his ultimate goal in life is to help people. I still didn't really resonate with his goal. I was...
there's one thing that... Oh my god. Bro, that's where you piss me off. That's where you piss me off. If you know Hezzy, there's one thing that I can't state, and it's niggas needing to relate to characters and resonating with shit. You do not have to relate with a character to need to watch his journey, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. Like, I guess for some of you niggas, that like that's the only way y'all can watch an anime. But there are just so many animes and characters that I do not relate to that I love. I don't relate to their goal. I don't like their goal. Their goal does nothing for me, but I love them as a character. I love their journey. Because you don't need to relate to a goal, bro. Like, oh my goodness. I hate that shit. That's how you can piss me off right there, bro. I hate hearing that.
I was even glad when people started questioning him about it. But he kept giving the same answer. So at that point, I guess you just have to kind of respect it. But I also thought, you know what? They're probably gonna change their minds once they see how useful he really is. They just didn't. They did become a little more accepting of him, but even by season 2, there's still people who want him executed, even after all that has been going on. So to this day, when it comes to his motivations, it's really like, it is what it is. I don't hate it, I don't love it, I don't know, I have no feelings towards it. But on a brighter note, just to show y'all I'm not entirely...
I mean, like, then again, like, I just want to, let me just say this, right? If you don't resonate with his goal in season 1, his goal doesn't change in season 2. So what's the point of putting that in the video? Because in season 2, his goal doesn't change. It's the same goal. It's the same exact thing. Like, oh.
Entirely a hater, I'll also tell y'all the things I actually do like about that season. So the fact that they had me thinking Junpei was gonna be a permanent side.
See, and I swear to God, in these videos, deadass, it's like people think exactly the opposite of me, bro. This is the worst part of season 1. The Junpei part is the worst part of season 1. And the fact that you telling me that they did something right with the Junpei shit is like, I know your opinion is cooked. I know it's cooked, bro.
That character, for real, was a good little twist. They had Yuji becoming friends with him, all up in his crib. He was in the OP, so I didn't expect him to be gone so fast. I fuck with how they did that. I like shows that don't be scared to off the characters.
How you gonna say that? How you gonna say that? But it was a problem when Gojo's telling Yuji you're dead or you're dead. Like,
not all the characters now, but you know what I mean. I also like that we get introduced to some good ass villains. Oh, and another thing I fuck with heavy is definitely the first OP. I never skip it even on a rewatch. And last but not least, they have great fights, but I don't think it really compares to what we see come after, which is fine. This is the first season after all, but we are introduced to something we call JJK jumpings, which I do love. So
this is half of season 1, so like I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't understand. Like, half of season 1 is exactly what you just said, what you like about the show. Like, and all the things you're complaining is not the other half, dead ass.
Oh yeah, yo, I don't hate JJK as a whole. Would I say a little overhyped? Sure. But as a whole, I think it holds up well enough. In my opinion, they really excel with the animation, cool characters, and of course the fights. But the story, like I was saying earlier though, JJK's story...
Look, don't even talk about story when you just said you were watching season 1 and the only way you could get through it was by watching shit on your phone. You couldn't even watch season 1. How can you talk about the story, bruh? Like, you niggas be losing me, bro.
Story is only really iffy to me because I be assuming it's not meant to be a thorough story. You know, it's supposed to be more of a go with the flow type thing. But at the same time, it feels like they want to have a deep story but don't know how to execute it properly. But overall, if you can get through season 1, I think season 2 more than makes up for it. I just think it's a shame it has such a rough start for me. And I wasn't even gonna make this video when I seen the poll results.
Look at you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. How do you make a poll and then I don't even understand this. Like, at this point, you should understand that your opinion is cooked. I swear to God, if I ever put a poll and y'all cook my opinion this bad, y'all will never hear the subject again. I promise, man.
But my friend who just started watching had the same experience as me, and it brought back all these feelings. Plus, I may be a little biased here, but I seen a post where people were saying JJK season 1 was better than Attack on Titan's first season, and when I seen the reasoning, the nerve to call Attack on Titan's first season boring, I instantly got to editing. But hey, maybe I'm tripping.
You got one guide? You got one guide. One guy made you make this whole video?
This one. Let me know what y'all think. I love to hear all your opinions, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Lindoo, this gotta be the worst. This gotta be your worst opinion. Deadass, you have some bad ones. I'm not gonna lie. You've had some bad ones in the past, but this one gotta be the worst. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This gotta be the worst one. So you like the video? You'll like this one too. Go ahead and click on that. Yeah. You're still here? So you don't fuck with me? Alright, I'ma just.